Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari. Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari. Gopi Jana Vallabha Girivaradari. Jaya Gopi Jana Vallabha Girivaradari. Yashodanandana Braja Janaranjana. Yashodanandana Braja Janaranjana. Yamuna Tira Vanachari. Yamuna Tira Vanachari. Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari. Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari. Gopi Jana Vallabha Girivaradari. Jaya Gopi Jana Vallabha Girivaradari. Yashodanandana Braja Janaranjana. Yashodanandana Braja Janaranjana. Yamuna Tira Vanachari. Yamuna Tira Vanachari. Jaya Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Srivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Jaya Radha Vallabha, Radha Vallabha, Shri Radhe. Jaya Jagannatha, Jaya Jagannatha, Jaya Baladeva, Jaya Subhadra Devi. Jaya Gauranitai, 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 Gauranitai. Jaya Prabhupada, 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 Jaya Prabhupada. Jaya Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada, Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada. Nitai Gaura Hare Bol, Hare Bol, Hare Bol, Nitai Gaura Hare Bol. Gaura Premanandi. Jaya Om Vishnupadaya Paramahamsa Parivarakracharya Astotara Abhaya Charanaраvinda Bhaktivedanta Swami Śrīla Prabhupada ki jai. ISKCON Founder-Acharya Jagat Guru Śrīla Prabhupada ki jai. Shri Shri Jagannath Baladev Subhadra Maharani ki jai. Shri Shri Gaurnita ki jai. Shri Radha Bala Bhagavani ki jai. Shri Narasingha Bhagavan. All glories to the assembled devotees. All glories to the assembled devotees. All glories to the assembled devotees. All glories to Shri Shri Guru and Gauranga. So today we are reading from 10th canto, chapter 1, entitled The Advent of Lord Krishna's Introduction, text number 44. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Tasmanna kasyachit droham. Tasmanna kasyachit droham. Acharat sa tata vidaha. Acharatta tata vidaha. Atmana shemam anvichan. Atmana shemam anvichan. Drogdurvai parato bhayam. Drogdurvai parato bhayam. Tasmanna kasyati droham. Tasmanna kasyachit droham. Acharat sa tata vidaha. Acharat sa tata vidaha. Atmana shemam anvichan. Atmana shemam anvichan. Drogdurvai parato bhayam. Drogdurvai parato bhayam. Atmana shemam anvichan. Jyoturvai parato bhayam. Tasmanna kasyati droham. Acharet sa tata vidaha. Atmana shemam anvichan. Drogdurvai parato bhayam. Matajis. Tasmana kasyati droham. Acharesam tata vidaha. Atmana shemam anvichan. Drogdurvai parato bhayam. Tasyanna kasyati droham. Acharat sa tata vidaha. Atmana We'll see the word-to-word meaning. Tasmat, therefore, na, not, kashyatit, of anyone, droham, envy, acharit, one should act, sa, a person kamsa, tatavidaha, who has been advised in such a way by Vasudeva, atmana, his own, shemam, welfare, anichan, if he desires, drogdro, of one who is envious of others. Why? Indeed, parata, from others, bhayam, there is a cause of fear. Translation and purport by His Divine Grace Srila Prabhupada. Therefore, since envious, impious activities cause a body in which one suffers in the next life, why should one act impiously? Considering one's welfare, one should not envy anyone, for an envious person must always fear harm from his enemies, either in this life or in the next. So we'll read the translation effectively. Therefore, since envious, impious activities cause a body in which one suffers in the next life, why should one act impiously? Considering one's welfare, one should not envy anyone, for an envious person must always fear harm from his enemies, either in this life or in the next. So, a short purport by Srila Prabhupada. Instead of being inimical towards other living entities, one should act piously by engaging in the service of the Supreme Lord, thus avoiding a fearful situation both in this life and in the next. In this regard, the following moral instruction by the great politician Chanakya Pandita is very meaningful. Dvaja durjana samsargam bhaja sadhu samagamam kuru punyam aho ratnam smaranityam aniyatam. One should give up the company of evil, demons, and non-devotees, and should always associate with devotees and saintly person. One should always act piously, thinking that this life is temporary, and not be attracted to the temporary happiness and distress. The Krishna conscious movement is teaching all of human society this principle of becoming Krishna consciousness and thus solving the problems of life forever. Tvakta deham punarjanmam naiti mameti, so Arjuna. So we read the translation again for text number 44. Therefore, since envious, impious activities cause a body in which one suffers in the next life, why should one act impiously? Considering one's welfare, one should not envy anyone, for an envious person must always fear harm from his enemies, either in this life or in the next. Om Ajnana Timirandasya Jnananjana Shalakaya Chakshur Unmilitamena Tasmai Shri Guruve Namah Sri Chaitanya Manobhistam Stapitamena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamahim Tadatisva Padantikam. Jaya Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna. So we'll see a little bit of a background what is happening so that we understand this verse and the context properly. Earlier in this chapter, I think verse number 34, I guess, what's happening is, it is said that Kamsa was very affectionate to his sibling, to his sister, whose name is Devaki. And Devaki and Vasudeva got married, newly married couples. So Kamsa was so affectionate that he thought, or he decided, that I am going to drive the chariot and I'll take my sister and my brother-in-law to their house, to their home. So after the wedding, Kamsa was driving the chariot. At that time, Akashavani, a voice from the sky, what did it say? It said, Kamsa, O fool, the 8th child born from the womb of Devaki is going to kill you. That's it. The material affection, emotions turned exactly opposite, and he became hatred and angry towards his own sister. Initially, it is said that Kamsa, when he was driving the chariot, on the left hand, he was holding the rein of the horse. And the right hand, he was holding a whip to control the horse, chariot. But now, after he heard the voice from the sky, what did he do? He did exactly the opposite. He dropped the rein and he caught hold of Devaki's hair. And on the right hand, he was taking the sword which was held by him, in his abdomen, stomach. He removed that and was going to sever Devaki's head. So this is a scenario. Imagine this is a scenario going on. Now, we are going to see how Vasudeva took it and how he is going to deal with this problem. See, all of us have to face this kind of problem, in executing Krishna consciousness. Suddenly the problem will come. For example, many years back, probably 15, 20 years back, I once made a plan that yes, I am going to India to see my parents. So I made an arrangement that I will stay there 3 months. This was a plan. With my parents, my sibling and all that. So I'll go 3 months I made some arrangements and all that. Then I went there, and within a month's time, my father passed away. What can I say? 1 minute happiness, another minute distress. This is how the material energy works. And therefore, Vasudeva has to deal with a very severe crisis, isn't it? He has to save his wife from his own brother, Kamsa. So he's put in a very embarrassing situation. He's full of anxiety. So how did Vasudeva deal with the situation? We can take some notes or some lessons from this. How did he deal? And accordingly, we can also deal. During the time of crisis, problems. So, Vasudeva decided that he is going to pacify Kamsa through his unparalleled expertise and logical arguments. In fact, Vasudeva used a lot of techniques, methods to convince Kamsa. So what did he do first? In the Vedic system, there are 4 strategies which is used by the rulers, the kings, so-called Rajarishis, kings, for governance, for controlling the state or the country, and also for conflict resolution in Vedic times. What are the four? Yeah, one by one, Prabhu. Sama, Dana, Beda, and then Danda. What is Sama? Sama is very diplomatically persuading the opposite party, talking very nicely, diplomatically, convincing the other party in a pleasing manner. That is the first option. The second one is Dana, means giving gifts, charity, and convincing others. The second way. And third way is Beda, which means to induce conflict or a war, or to also inflict fear also. That is also there. Yeah? And that fear can be inflicted in this lifetime or in the next time also. We can say in such a way that, yes, if you don't do that, you'll not only suffer in this lifetime, but also in the next, which Vasudeva is going to do that. And the fourth one is Danda, obviously punishment. If none of the three is going to work, then the fourth one is punishment, okay? Now, if you see, interestingly, Vasudeva handled two of these strategic phenomena. What are the two Vasudeva handled? He handled Sama and Beda. So what did he do first? First, if you look at this verse, very interesting how it flows. Somewhere in 37. He said, Vasudeva said, "My dear brother-in-law Kamsa, you are the pride of your family." Is Kamsa the pride of the family because he imprisoned his father? No, he is using diplomatic words. The Bhoja dynasty, the great heroes, praise your qualities. How could such a qualified person as you kill a woman, your own sister, especially in the occasion of a marriage? That was the first step he approached. Then, what did he do? He used another technique, which is Beda, which means to create fear, not only in this life, also in the next life. So he started talking about the death, transmigration of the soul, what will happen when the soul passes from one body to another body. And then he comes across this verse where he says, "Therefore, since envious, impious activities cause a body in which one suffers in the next life, why should one act impiously? Considering one's welfare, one should not envy anyone, for an envious person must always fear harm from his enemies, either in this life or in the next." So in this verse, subsequent verses, Vasudeva was trying to convince Kamsa. But what was happening from the Kamsa's end? Vasudeva is speaking now, is trying to convince the other party. But from the Kamsa's point, was there any change? No. No change at all. Then Vasudeva was thinking, what could I do? I tried these two techniques, it's not working. So what should I do? So later, Vasudeva came with a proposal, which I am not going to tell now. You have to wait till verse number 54. We are in 44, you have to come for 10 days Bhagavatam. Yeah? And then you will know what is the proposal which Vasudeva gave to Kamsa. And then it will be clear. Okay. Now, the other thing which was happening in Vasudeva's mind was, how can I save my wife, Devaki, from the evil Kamsa? Because Vasudeva has got a great duty to carry out Krishna's order. What is that order? That if Devaki is killed, then Krishna cannot advent in this material world. So he has to protect Devaki. Yes? Because Krishna has decided to advent to this world through Devaki. And therefore, Vasudeva carries a very heavy responsibility of very convincingly talk to Kamsa and make sure that his Devaki is not killed, because the mission will be spoiled. So that was a role which Vasudeva took it. And therefore, he has to carry out Krishna's order, and very effectively he does that. You will know the proposal in 54. Okay? Now, Kamsa. Why was he so cruel and envious? To his own sibling, to our own brother and sister, do we have this very cruel steps of killing, just take a sword and about to kill? Do we do that? But Kamsa did that. Why? Let us try to analyze that, yeah? Kamsa's father is Ugrasena. Yeah? Now, Ugrasena is depicted in all the scriptures as a very respectable king who was interested in the welfare of his subjects, of his people. His Ugrasena's rule is characterized by very strong sense of pride also. Justice. He's very proud of the administration, justice. And therefore, he was also respected for his wisdom because he always looked into the grievances of people. As a king, he was always looking into the welfare of the people. Now, such a person like Ugrasena, how did Kamsa was born to him? The scriptures broadly, they say that Kamsa is the son of Ugrasena. But one scripture refutes this point, that Kamsa is not the father of, Ugrasena is not the father of Kamsa. What scripture is that? Which gives us the exact nature of Kamsa. How did this cruelty came from Kamsa? Because Padma Purana says that Kamsa is not the biological son of Ugrasena. Did you know that? Padma Purana is saying. So how did the story go? Once, a demon called Dramila, not Dracula, Dramila, a demon, okay? He was interested in the beauty of Padmavati, who is a wife of Ugrasena. See, always this happens. Even in the upper planetary systems also. This has happened in the case of Gautama Muni and Agalya. Remember? Agalya was such a beautiful lady, like goddess Lakshmi. Now, Indra was attracted to the beauty of Agalya, who is a wife of his great saint, Gautama Muni. And he disguised himself as Gautama Muni and had a union with Agalya. Similarly, what this guy did was, Dramila, he disguised himself as Ugrasena, and he had a union with Padmavati. And then Kamsa was born. So if you analyze Vedically, either one of the parents, if they're demon, then the offspring will also be like that. It will not be the best, it will be the worst of them. For example, in the case of Anga and Vena. Vena is a son of Anga. Yeah? Vena is such a pious king, noble king. But Vena married a wife who is a daughter of irreligion. And therefore, what is the result? Vena took after the characteristics, activities of his mother. And therefore, Anga, Vena's son, took the characteristics of his mother. Vena took the characteristics of his mother and he became very violent. When he used to play with the children, straight away he will cut off the children's head. This is Anga's nature. So therefore we have to be careful. If one of the parents, they are non-devotees, then obviously you can imagine what would be the offspring. So we learn from scriptures, okay? So this is what happened. So therefore, Kamsa is not the biological son of Ugrasena. He is actually the son of Dramila. But what to do, Things have changed, and then it is said that, Ugrasena is there. But interesting point to note is that Kamsa was also thinking of Krishna more than us. Okay? 24 hours a day he was thinking. Can you imagine? Yes or no? Kamsa was also Krishna conscious. 24 hours he was thinking, but unfavorably. Anukulya was not there. So that is a problem. So we have to think of Krishna favorably. That is very important. Anukulyena Krishna Anusilanam. Okay, now in the purport Srila Prabhupada says, envious, impious activities cause body and suffering in the next birth. So therefore, this world, let us analyze this material world with respect to Srila Prabhupada and the statement in the verse. Okay? Now, according to the 15th chapter of Bhagavad Gita, this world is the field of activity for humans. You know that? You know that? Krishna explains in the 15th chapter through an example, analogy of the banyan tree. Okay, so this world is a field of activity for us. So what happens if we do, there are 3 kinds of activities we can do in this material world. What are the 3 kinds of activities? Because a field of activity. So we can do 3 activities only. We cannot do more than 3. What are the 3 kinds of activities? Sukarma, pious activities. Vikarma, impious activities. And then akarma. What is akarma? Krishna conscious activities, spiritual activities. So, what happens if a person does sukarma, which means pious activities in this birth, like what? Building a hospital, building an education institute, digging a well for water, all this. If you do that, then it will give you good deeds and you can enjoy. How you can enjoy? You can go to upper planetary systems like Swarga Loga and then enjoy for many years. And once your credit is over, you must come back to this world to start the account again. You cannot live there permanently. You have to come down. Similarly, if someone does impious activities, vikarma, for illicit activities, if they do, what will happen? They go to Patala Loka and then suffer. And then again, they have to come back to this world to start their account again. This is how that is what Krishna says, be careful. This is a field of activity for humans. So we should know what activity you do. But instead, you don't do good activities. If you do good activities, you have to go up. If you do bad activities, you go down and suffer. See, enjoy. One is enjoy, other one is suffering. Both you have to come back. But if you do spiritual activity, which is akarma, which starts with Shravanam and Kirtanam, hearing and chanting, hearing, the process of hearing Krishna Katha, very important. And then chanting Krishna's name, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama. This is how the devotional service starts. Hearing and chanting of Krishna's name, then devotion service starts. So this is known as akarma. If you do akarma, no bad reaction, no good reaction. And therefore, one is taken to the spiritual world where Krishna resides. Isn't it not good? Good deal, eh? Just by chanting and hearing, yeah? All you have to do, that's it. Kali Yuga. Hearing and chanting, that's it. Then, one can go to spiritual world, Krishna conscious. No more problem, no more birth, death, old age, disease, anxiety, conflict management, resolution. No need. Interesting, eh? I was listening to my Guru Maharaj lecture on the 27th of December. Guru Maharaj always gives lecture, but I just saw the lecture. In that, very interesting, so most of the Guru Maharaj lectures are very, very interesting, and he was making a point that there are 4 priorities which, of course I knew to some degree, but He was saying how there are 4 priorities for a devotee. Yeah? We are all devotees, right? There are 4 priorities for a devotee. Guru Maharaj is talking. What is the first priority, guys? Think and tell. You're all devotees, right? What is the first priority? Wow. This is like encyclopedia. What is spiritual practice, Prabhu? What is the simple question I asked? What is the first priority of a devotee? Chanting. No. Guru Maharaj did not say chanting. Interesting. So I became more curious. Mataji, that is all secondary, Mataji. If chanting is not there. Guru Maharaj said the first priority in life is health. Health. For a devotee, he is saying, wow. I was surprised. What context he was saying? I could not understand the context Guru Maharaj meant. But materially, I could understand. Yes, I am interested in my body. Come on. Guru Maharaj is saying some statement supporting me. He said health priority. Why? Why did he say that? Why did he say health? Correct. See, sometimes all the time we are only hearing, we are in sort of a spiritual illusion, thinking we are not this body, we are spirit soul, correct? But when you are chanting, who is chanting? Your mouth is chanting, right? Your mouth is not spirit. Mouth is not so it's a material mouth only. But by chanting, of course, we'll realize it becomes spiritualized. But we use our mouth because we are not gone to the Brahma Bhutas platform. So mouth is chanting. Mouth is part of the body. Hearing. Here should be okay. If yesterday evening, when I was doing the arati, this kartal, people are banging like anything. I stopped the arati, I told them, stop it, listen. Because if you become deaf, right, you cannot listen to Śrīmad Bhāgavatam. Very, very important point. The last sense that will go off when you die is hearing. So till the last minute when you're dying, you can hear Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram. Last sense to go is hearing. That hearing, if you spoil at the age of 35, you are gone. Take it seriously, okay? Krishna did not say you have to have the bumpers and, bang, bang, Mild kirtan you can do. This is passionate kirtan. I'm telling you that. It's spoiling not only your ears, all the people, ears will be gone. And then no more Bhagavatam class. We have to close only. This is not at all good. Okay? Very, very important hearing. Mild, nicely, sing and hear. So, health is important. Hearing. Then when I'm doing arati, I'm not doing with my spiritual hand, with my material hand. This is all important. This gross body is so important for us to enhance in Krishna consciousness. So therefore, probably I was thinking, people can correct me, Prabhu, if I'm wrong. Because at this stage, right, we have not realized. So we have to use a gross body in the service of Krishna and then use this temporary body to get the permanent destination. That's my understanding. Yeah? So therefore, health is very important, guys. This is... Yeah, first health. What is the second one? Yes, chanting, correct. Japa, Guru Maharaj says japa. What's the third one? Very good. Seva. Did you listen to Guru Maharaj lecture? Maybe Guru Maharaj would have said or something, I don't know. Okay, probably. Then obviously, I'm not surprised. Guru Maharaj will always. Then third one is service, okay? What is service? Devotional service. Okay, service to Krishna. And the fourth one is? Reading. So, it doesn't mean that fourth priority is there, we'll skip off. It's not like that. It's analyzing a devotee. How important is health, okay, for a devotee? Yes? We cannot think that, oh, I'm not this, I'm a spirit soul. Yeah? Body is not important and all that. So we have to take care of the body. It's like a boat, transfer. Yeah? Okay, so, and also, this pious activities, right? Pious is there, impious is there. Now, pious activities again can be grouped into 3 categories. That is, what is the first one? Karma Unmukhi Sukriti. Okay? And the second one is Moksha Unmukhi Sukriti. And the third one is Bhakti Unmukhi Sukriti. What is a Karma Unmukhi Sukriti? Karma means that job which gives good results, pious activities, in the material world. Yeah, that's got nothing to do with spiritual world. Okay? All the material good activities and all that. Now, this moksha means that enable you to get knowledge and you will get impersonal liberation. Okay? That means you can go and merge with the impersonal Brahman, the very first aspect of Krishna consciousness or God consciousness, which is not liked by the devotees. Yeah? Because the devotees want service. Yeah? We can't go and distribute books in Brahma Jyoti. Can you? We want service. And the third one, the last one is Bhakti, which means devotion service. That is the one which is going to take back to Krishna. So out of the pious activities, we have to be very careful, right? We have to do Bhakti, because that's also a pious activity. See, sometimes people who do not have knowledge, they'll say, Krishna conscious, okay, you are worshipping God, it's a very nice job you're doing. It's not nice job or good job. It is beyond the material job, it's beyond the 3 modes. It's a devotion service to Krishna. Bhakti. Bhakti doesn't come under the 3 modes. Yeah? Sometimes people say, no, oh, you are doing good service to Krishna, nice job. It's not nice job. It's transcendental. Bhakti. Bhakti is very, very exclusive, different. It cannot be categorized something in the material world. It's out of the material world. Because only when you do something which is out of the material world, you can go out of the material world. Isn't it? Simple logic. If you do something within the material world, you stay in the material world. This Maha Mantra is coming from the spiritual world, outside. So therefore, that will take you outside of this material world. Yeah? Okay. Now, because we're talking about pious, impious, and all that karma, and all that activity, so many activities means what karma. What I thought is, I will conclude this with a small karma story. Yes? Is there any discussion going on here? Karma, moksha, unmukhi, sukriti. Then the last one is bhakti, unmukhi, sukriti. Yeah? 3 types are there. One is karma, jnana, or moksha, and then the next one is devotion service. Obviously, the top one is devotion service. Karma story. Okay? Now, this story is very old story. It is about 150 years old, but it's a true story, karma story. How karma comes back. It's like a boomerang. It doesn't go off, it will come back. Okay? Now, this man, the hero of our story, is a milkman. Yeah? He is from Europe. This I'm just giving the places, I'm just making it so that it's easy to follow, understand. And as I said, because it's 150 years old, at that time, you have to bear in mind that the currency is gold coins, okay? It is not your plastic paper. It's a real currency, gold coins, silver coins, copper coins, like that. So this person, he left, say Europe, he came to Australia to make money, like all of us, like not like me, to make money, okay? That is the whole purpose. So he came and he thought, because I'm a milkman, what do I know? I'm a businessman. I want to make a lot of money. So what he thought is, okay, let me start my dairy farming. Okay? And earn some money, and then I'll build up like that. So he started it. And then initially, in the material world, when you start, all will be in the mode of goodness. Then they drop down to passion, then to ignorance. So what happened was, this guy, when he started, he was in the mode of goodness. I want to give nice milk to everyone. Okay? Everyone should be happy, like that. Then later on, as you know, greed always comes in. This business means greed, more, I want more. Then he started adding water. He added 10% water for some time. Then he added 20% water. Then he added 30% water. But luckily, he was not caught. So he made lot of money. Okay, so much gold coins he made. Then he thought, I've got money now. What is my mission? I came here to get money. I'll go back to my home country, Europe, and then become a very rich person. Because I got a lot of money. 1 million gold coins I earned. Let me be happy. That's the goal of the material life, isn't it? Yeah? Let us be happy all the time. But that's not going to happen. Yeah? Let us be happy all the time. That's not going to happen. See what happened to him. So how did he make money? How did he make money? Milk business, okay. I did not say what business is doing. Adding water, okay? That is a business. Cheating business, right? So he went back. He planned to go back. And those days, we did not have Garuda Airlines. Only Titanic ship was there. Similar model of Titanic ship. So he has to board into the Titanic ship. He took all the belongings, including his gold coins, quite heavy one, and he was going. It was going. Like Titanic, in the midst of his travel, there was a big cyclone. The boat was shaking. And then the captain announced, all of you, please make sure that you throw away your excess baggage into water, because the ship will sink. So therefore, please try to help. And personally, the captain sent a few person to check, because sometimes people, they don't even leave their old plastic paper. Why I'm saying plastic paper is once, it's my personal story. I was cleaning my room, or somewhere in my room, our house. At that time, I found a plastic paper. I was about to throw, my wife came. Don't throw that paper. I said, why? This is the paper, first time I took it from Chennai, and therefore this is very sentiment to me. Don't throw away. One plastic sheet. I said, plastic sheet of paper? Yes, she said. Then I said, okay. I preserved the paper. So people have got the sentiments of not throwing away plastic paper, sheets, whatever may be, sentiments. Fine. Now this guy, so therefore the captain sent a lot of people to check that everyone is throwing away all the heavy things. When they came to his room, he threw away everything, but something was very heavy, baggage. They did not know what it is. They said, what is this so heavy? Throw that out. He said, no, this is my belongings. Do you want your life or your belongings? If you have your belongings, you will die, and others will die. Be considerate. Throw away that nonsense, whatever it is. Because he did not want to reveal also. Very embarrassing situation for him. Very painful situation also. So therefore, what he did, he threw away with great difficulty, he threw away the gold coins into the ocean. He was crying and crying and crying for a long time. And then afterwards, he came to the realization. He said this statement. That is what is important. He said, I made money through water and I lost my money through water. See how karma is? You cannot, Prabhu, in the 4th chapter of Bhagavad Gita, Krishna is explaining how karma is so intrinsic. Very, very difficult to understand. Very, very difficult. You don't know. Maybe some pious activities I've done in my previous birth, I've come to Australia. And maybe 10 lifetime back, I've done something which I'm suffering. This is so complicated. You cannot say this exactly like this. Because 33 million demigods are working for Krishna. Okay? How many? 33 million demigods are working for Krishna. If you have to do like this, there are about 5 or 6 demigods controlling my hand, okay? It's not a joke. So therefore, karma is very, 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 very difficult to understand. So we have to be very careful. Okay? Okay. So we'll stop here. Thank you for your patience, for your kind attention. Thank you. We'll stop here. So if there are any questions, comments. Yes, Sylvia. Hey, give the mic, please. Sylvia, ask a simple question. My class is simple, so question also should not be complex. Not there, eh? Sylvia, you don't. It's better because sometimes I said in the last class also. Sometimes they're not giving the mic. I know what I get to know only the answer. Yeah. So I'm speculating what the question is. It's better if the question and answer comes together.
Hare Krishna, Prabhu. Thank you for the nice class. Prabhu, we were mainly discussing about karma. So my question is, how is karma different from fate or our destiny?
Karma, fate, destiny. See, karma is activities we do, right? And based on that, there is a reaction. And the reaction is your destiny. What you are going to get. So it's like a time bomb. We don't know when it will kick out, when it will blast. Okay, whatever actions you have done, yeah, there is always a reaction. So, it may not happen now, it may not happen today, but it's going to come out. So therefore, we have to make sure that, see, in the material world, we have got our senses, so we have to act. We have to perform karma. So if you do pious karma, you go up. Impious activity, we suffer. And if you do akarma, then it will be good. So therefore, as devotees, right, we don't worry about the destiny, isn't it? Do we? So therefore, we are doing akarma, and we'll go. But this is only for the people, materialistic people. Every now and then they go to the astrologer, yeah? Every month. Will I get some money? Will I get some money? Like that. So, that is my understanding. Future, we don't know. Let Krishna take the control, right? Let Krishna hold the rein. Yeah? Rather than, because destiny, it's a thing. And then Krishna, he is the supreme authority, right? So he can change the destiny. He can change it. I don't know what my life would have been. Just by chanting, my life is changing. So important, Prabhu. Because Krishna is a controller of Maya. We are controlled by Maya. So the controller can do anything. Like a president. He can go and give liberation to a prisoner. So it's a controller. It's a jailhouse. Is that okay?
The milkman story also a comment because he lost the money. It doesn't mean his life is bad. Maybe that's a mercy from Krishna.
But if he knows Krishna,
But if he doesn't know Krishna, then he will blame Krishna. This can be a turning point for him.
See, most of the
He can come to Krishna from this point.
Most of the materialistic, it's a very important point to know. Most of the materialistic people, right, who do not know Krishna or God, what do, Prabhu? They blame, right? Blame the God. Why did God give the money? Why did God take the money? Yeah? That's again a problem, offense, no? So therefore, yeah, as devotees we know, always there is Krishna's hand. Little bit, at least a finger is there. Yes, Prabhu. Sorry, Prabhu.
Thank you, Prabhu. Prabhu, my question is, how about in the verse it's about enviousness, like how we should not be envious. Envious, how we should not envy. So my question is like, how about envy towards other devotees? You know, like sometimes you might be envy that, or someone else is like doing nice kirtan or making nice prasadam. It's like envy towards a devotional service.
You're talking with respect to the materialistic people or devotees?
To devotees. Like myself, like I'm envious.
Materialistic circle, you cannot stop envy. Yeah? The materialistic world, Prabhu, in your office or whatever, maybe your school, college, there is envy there. By default, you cannot do anything. Okay? But with the devotees, we can appreciate, right? See, everything has got a good and bad, isn't it? So what we see is, sometimes, envious mind, we look at the bad point, isn't it? Yeah? For example, Sivya is cutting something. I can say, Sivya, what is this? Bhagavatam class. How inattentive you are. You are such a student, I don't like this, Sivya. This is very bad, Do that somewhere else. Be attentive, hearing. I can say, or, oh, she's doing something productive. She's not only hearing, but her other senses are also occupied. Like that. We can see the good point, Prabhu. Always the material world is good and bad. Yeah? But what we tend to do is, we tend to see only the bad, isn't it? Why it is like that? Because that is our nature. Envious nature. Material world means envious, Prabhu. That is why we are there. And what is the first envy? The topmost envy we have got? Why we are in the material world? Topmost. Why Krishna is an enjoyer? I want to enjoy also, and that's why we are struggling. So this envious nature is very bad. Yeah? So we can appreciate, to some degree, say, what khichdi you have cooked. Very salty, very spicy. Thank you, Prabhu. I had my breakfast. Khichdi. Because I had some khichdi, I was happy, like that. So the tendency is always it will come, Prabhu. It will surface. Not that it will not come. But we will try to control and give a positive or compliment a devotee. In that way, That's what I think. Anything you want to add, Prabhu? Gopal Prabhu? Envious nature is born, Prabhu, everywhere. Material world means envious only. See, Kamsa, own sister, sibling. 1 minute. So the material world, how it works is, you and me. If it is you and me, if it is a competition, it's me, not you. That's how it works. You and me. Okay? Who's better? Me, not you. Always me only. So that is envious nature, false ego. So the only way is, compliment, you can praise, not unnecessary praise, find the good point and you can appreciate the devotees, yeah? Rather than, because he would have definitely done something good. The very reason he is in Krishna conscious, we can appreciate him. In that way, the envious nature will come down. Or don't comment even. It may lead to offense also. Good exercise for you, Mataji.
In the flight, they say first self and then babies. So Kamsa also first protecting himself and then Devaki.
Sorry, expand.
When you go on a flight, if there is some danger, first you put the oxygen mask to yourself, then to your babies. So Kamsa also first he want to live, then he can help Devaki. So he wanted to.
That is a protection.
Yes, self-protection.
Self-protection. That's not a wrong application. This is, you in the flight, what they say is, you take the oxygen, you protect yourself, and then you help others. But what is he doing? In order to protect himself, he's killing others. It's something like if you say, in the flight, I take the oxygen, and I don't give oxygen, I kill everyone. It is like the Kamsa is doing the other way around. But his history says no. He was not like that. He's a cruel king, very envious nature. So therefore, he's not like his father, See, there's a difference. You take the oxygen and you give oxygen to others in the flight. Or you take the oxygen and you stop the oxygen for everyone and kill them. Kamsa belongs to the second category. You belong to the first category. You are a devotee, is a non-devotee. Yeah? Okay, we'll stop here. Thank you. Gantaraj Śrīmad Bhāgavatam ki jai. Jagat Guru Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Nithai Gaura Premanandi.